Hello, this is a video demonstration and brief explanation of my Matura paper. The first step is to open the test environments. I use two virtual machines with the operating system Linux Ubuntu. On the left side of the screen will be the targets system, and on the right side is the attacker system. In a first instance, we'll start by starting the web server on the target's machine. The web server is a Tomcat web server and it runs on Java. Java is necessary for the vulnerability to work. Let's start the web server and run the index.html on the web server. This will be the page we see afterwards when the attacker connects to the web server. I will also open the location where the file will be downloaded to. Of course, in a real-life scenario, it would be way better hidden. This is just for demonstration purposes. The file will appear here. Now, in the second step, we'll set up the attacker side of things. First with the command and control server. And then I will also clear out all the active agents, or the old agents that aren't active anymore. Now all the database has been deleted and it will make things more visible afterwards. As you can see, there are no agents at the moment. The second step is to launch first the Python HTTP server and then the LDAP ref server. The Python HTTP server runs locally on the port 8000. And now the LDAP ref server. This IP address, or this address that I'm entering, is the location or the IP address of the Python server. And at the end, the name of the class that should be fetched from that server. It also runs locally on the port 1389. Now everything is set up and we can open the browser and establish a connection to the web server that is hosted on the target's machine. Now when we enter the payload, which is $ curly bracket JNDI column LDAP column // and in the IP that is here on the LDAP server. Now when I press login, two things will happen. First, there will be a connection coming here, and then two connections going to the Python HTTP server. The first connection to the LDAP server will is the connection coming from the web server. The LDAP server will then reference it forward to the Python server, where a file will be fetched, and that file will establish a second connection with a curl command that downloads the agent or the actual payload that is used to establish a connection with the command and control server. The file will appear here on the left side. The first connection has come through, the payload.class file got fetched, and afterwards the agent.py. Now here came the connection to the command control server after the agent.py file on this side has been executed. Now we can again show all agents and see we have a Linux agent on this IP. To see if we now actually have control over the system, I will add a simple task to the agent, for example opening a terminal window. On the left side should appear a terminal window. This necessarily doesn't have to be a terminal window. We can also open Firefox, for example. Now Firefox has been opened. We now have full control over the system on the left-hand side. This was it for the demonstration. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.